it.
Yeah.
Like, so when Sitare Zameen Par, when you're reading like the script, is there a moment, or any script, is there a moment where you're feeling it, but then that one scene happens that you feel, chal, this is something that I'm really going to do?
You know, that usually happens in the first time that I'm hearing the narration. So a lot of people like to read scripts. I like to hear scripts. I like to hear the narration. That's my first choice. And I like to hear it from the director,
Right.
not from the writer. Because when I hear it from the director, then it helps me understand the vision of the director.
Right.
How he or she is seeing the film, how he or she is seeing the character. So that becomes a little more clear to me. So I like to go that process. When I'm hearing a script, I'm like an audience watching a film. When you're watching a film for the first time, like let's say Lagaan, people watched for the first time, the feeling that they got is the feeling that I got when I heard the script for the first time, if you know what I mean. So I heard the script and I was like, wow. So I actually go with my instinct as an audience.
Right.
As an audience, if I love something, then I get attracted towards it.
Right. Right.
So it's not any one thing. There are the script of screenplay of Lagaan is a very beautifully written screenplay. Ticks all the boxes in that sense of what is good mainstream writing. And so I just gravitated towards that, or any of these scripts that I've done finally. It's as a result of my instinct as an audience.
So the strongest thing for an actor is the instinct.
You see, we're calling it instinct, but what is instinct?
Guesswork.
Instinct is, according to me, instinct is your experiences and what you've learnt over the years till today, which when you're confronted with a question or something that you have to decide on, that quick calculation that your brain does, and inside you get a feeling that मेरे को ये करना है.
Yeah.
We feel it's instinct because it's happening in a flash of a second.
Right.
But actually, in a flash of a second, the brain is computing and analyzing all the past experiences, which leads the brain to come to this decision कि हाँ मुझे ये करना है. So we call it instinct, but actually it's an accumulation of experiences which our brain is very quickly going through.
Right.
Now, I must tell you that I've had this advantage which I didn't know at that time. So when I was a kid, I used to love to listen to stories. And I used to listen to Hawa Mahal on radio, and our cook in the house, when she finished making dinner, we used to go and sit in the kitchen and insist to her to tell us stories of Sheikh Chilli and any story. And at that time also, because my father was a producer, a lot of writers and directors came home to pitch stories to my dad. Sometimes just concepts which took 5, 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes full narrations which took 3 hours with dialogues, fully developed script. So I've heard all kinds of stories from the age of 5 or 6 till the age of 16, 17. 17, yeah. Everything my father heard, I heard.
Right.
The reason I was listening to the stories is because there's someone telling a story in the house. I'm going to hear it. I love stories.
Right.
But what I didn't realize was that is actually my Gurukul style of training happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I also didn't know because I had no idea I'm going to come into the films.
Yeah.
So the stories being analyzed, discussed, the writers, directors, that whole process of growing up in a filmmaking household, watching films being made was actually, I was soaking it all like a sponge.
Yeah.
So today when I hear a script and I say, I love this, there are so many things that are happening instinctively, which I'm calling instinct is a collection of, experiences which are making me quickly arrive at that decision, which we give a name instinct.
Yeah.
But actually instinct is your mind deciding for you.
Right.